I was working and I was sitting at work and I was on my break, and I noticed on lunch break everybody's reading a book, including me. I thought, you know what? I got ideas in my head. I can write a book. So I started writing books. You know, I wrote so far. I have written 4 books, and 2 of them is done, and 2 of them is in the publishing company right now. This book basically tells how to weed out the bad guys. You know, the bad weed. You don't cut your grass, you plant flowers. You know, if he's not a keeper, the things he do, and usually guys that type do certain things. They have a trademark. Like Old Sweat. You know, he said he was going out looking for a job, but every time I come home, he's sitting there with his feet up, watching TV. You know, or, you know, he was been, you know, he 35 years old and still live with mama, and he don't have a job and she giving him allowance. Is that the kind of man you want to be with? Where his mother taking care of him and his kids? Come on. Oh, I don't, believe me, I don't heard that already. They sound man, I'm being a man, I shouldn't be, with the book, he's not a keeper, they saying I'm being a traitor. That, you know, you telling our secrets. I say, I'm not telling you a secret. You know good, that's you in that book. If you're a good man, gonna take care of your girl, take care of your wife, take care of your kids, nothing in that book applies to you. And I'm hearing different ladies talk about things, saying, you know, the bad relationship they just got out of. And it was sort of, different ladies were saying different things. You know, they were saying the same thing, but it was just different ladies, and I started writing it down. You know, like, okay, and I basically answered their statement when they were telling to one of their other girlfriends, either was with them on the phone. I would just listen. And they'd say, you know, he did this, he's not taking care of his kids, I got to throw child support, or, you know, he's a mama's boy. And so I started writing it down. I kept a pen and paper with me, and just write stuff down as I heard it. And then pretty soon I just came up with a bunch of things. I've been writing for 5 years now. And it's an entertaining book because you'll sit back and, like, as in hindsight, you'll laugh because you say, yeah, I met somebody like that. And it will get you, you'll sit there and say, you know what, I've been through that and I'm not doing that again. Someone should read my book because it will eliminate the heartache. You know, it's the games that some guys play. Some guys, they ain't nothing but players, you know, and avoid you have a friend, you have a young daughter, niece coming up, or some young female that you're mentoring, that you see she's headed toward that direction, you already been there, you know, so you can get this book for her and say, hey, avoid all this nonsense, here's a book that you should read to get from guys to stay away from. Well, all men are on the download, some of them are. And sometimes people get confused when they thinking about some guy being on the download. They always think a gay guy is always that feminine guy that has that feminine trait. So people need to know what to look for. It's not always that. It's not that feminine guy. It's that guy you least suspect. It was obvious to you if some people who have caught their man in the download situation, and they think back, that hindsight is things that's in my book would say, oh, Sweat, he did do this. Oh, Sweat, this was going on. So it's something just to think about. And as far as the book on the download, they like, oh, you on the download? I said, okay, why would I write a book about me being on the download? I have nothing to hide. If you get up and take care of your family, take care of yourself, stand on your own 2 feet as a man, this book, he's not keeping on the part of you. If you're not creeping around with your friends or whoever, sneaking into gay bars, the book on the download is not about you, because it's definitely not about me. And then someone asks me, well, are both your books about you? I say, no, I know I take care of what I got to take care of, and I ain't on the download. I ain't creeping doing nothing. And I say this for all females, new females, young adults, they're just starting out, and for someone who's been through the game and started playing the game, and they can see themselves in this and say, you know what, I need to switch up. Maybe I need to change the scenery, go somewhere else, change my dating habits, and stop dating the same type guys. Because, you know, a guy may say one thing, words coming out his mouth, and his actions may be 2 different things. And that's what basically this is. It's a fun read, you know, it's a short fun read, something that you can laugh about with your girls. My name is Keith Green, and I'm the author of 75 Ways to Tell If He's Not a Keeper, and buy my book.